The energy was palpable inside the Portland Expo Arena in Portland, Maine, Monday night for the Red Claws Fort Wayne Mad Ants playoff matchup, a potentially deciding Game 2 in this best-of-3 series. But for at least one more night, the Red Claws and Mad Ants will commence in the deciding game as the Mad Ants came back from a 15-point second-half deficit to steal Game 2, 111-110. Maine was able to steamroll Fort Wayne throughout 3 quarters of the game, converting an array of dunks and impressive finishes in front of a raucous crowd of 1,863 people. The Mad Ants wouldn't quit. Credit to a physical crew that seems to have received its style and attitude from NBA vet Tyler Hansborough, who is attempting to make a comeback after 7 seasons in the NBA, said Red Claws coach Scott Morrison on the defeat.
No, they got a good team, and you got to give them credit. They really played tougher than us down the stretch, probably from the midway point of the third quarter. They played us physical, ran the floor real well, attacked the basket real well, and we didn't have an answer for it.
A pair of free throws from Trey McKinney-Jones would put the Mad Ants deficit at 1 point with 47 seconds remaining, 110-109. Demetrius Jackson, on assignment from the Boston Celtics, would miss an acrobatic layup going the other way, and with 19 seconds on the game clock, Indiana Pacers draft pick Georges Niang found a streaking McKinney-Jones with an outlet pass and an opportunity for a one-on-one battle against noted shot blocker, also on assignment from the Celtics, Jordan Mickey. Mickey would foul McKinney-Jones on his layup attempt, putting the 6'5" guard at the free throw line with 18 seconds remaining, where he would go on to calmly sink both attempts. The ball and the crowd, however, were still in Maine's hands, with possession of the ball and an opportunity to take the clock down to 0. After a timeout brought possession to midcourt, the Red Claws attacked the Mad Ants quickly off the inbounds, giving the ball to Celtics' 2016 second-round draft pick, Abdul Nader. Nader's running off-balance layup going to his right was just strong, but after a battle underneath for the offensive rebound ended up out of bounds, the refs needed a second look to review which team touched the ball last. With the game in the Zebras' hands at this point, the refs eventually determined the ball last touched Fort Wayne, giving Maine second life on the baseline with 12 seconds remaining. As Morrison alluded to post-game, Maine failed to run the out-of-bounds play he called for originally. Struggling to find an open mate, the ball was finally inbounded to Gershon Yabusele, who made his much-awaited home debut tonight. With a slight push-off on his defender, Yabusele found himself with an open opportunity to hoist one up quickly off the inbounds. In just his 4th game as a Red Claw, Yabusele passed up the attempt to find Jackson at the top of the key. Feeling the heat from the Mad Ants blitzing defense all night, Jackson eventually wound up on the left baseline with the clock winding down. Forced into a difficult 11-footer from practically out of bounds, Jackson's high-arcing attempt was just off, bouncing off the front iron and into a crowd of white and red uniforms as time expired. Yabusele's energy was infectious tonight, as his size and quickness up close is certainly something unique to the sport, and as Hansborough alluded to post-game, the French product is a big boy. Yabusele finished with 18 points, 9 boards, and 6 assists, and a pair of offensive boards on the same possession that eventually resulted in a wide-open three-pointer from teammate Karan Williams in the first quarter, displaying his energy on the court. Although Yabusele may have been the main attraction, it was Mickey who put on an offensive clinic against the helpless Hansborough, going for a game-high 27 points, paired with 13 boards, 4 assists, and 2 block shots on 11 of 16 shooting. Jackson dished out a game-high 10 helpers, but was clearly affected by the Mad Ants' blitzes on the pick-and-roll. Jackson found Mickey for a number of finishes off of that play, but during the times he tried to find a scoring touch, he was largely deterred. After Game 1 that saw the young point guard tie his career high with 30 points, Jackson scored half of that with 15 in a loss tonight, but on 4 of 16 shooting from the field. It wasn't the lack of hustle plays, which Morrison said was a big part of their Game 1 win, rather it was the execution, said Morrison.
I think the guys left it on the floor, but we have to hustle more in transition, no question about it. They really get the ball and go. They're almost faster after a made basket than they are after a missed basket, so we're going to have to find a way to get a little bit more in the tank and transition for sure. I thought our guys worked hard. I wouldn't say it was a mistake of effort tonight. I'd say it was our execution.
Both teams secure an off day Tuesday before Wednesday's win-or-go-home Game 3 at 7 p.m. start at the Portland Expo. The winner goes on to play Raptors 905 in the Eastern Conference Finals. For CLNS Radio, I'm Corey Prescott.